Hello people of the internet. Remember when we worked on this Reach UI for the Podman Compose restart command? It looked like this. So we changed the interface to have colors in the and the formatting in the same way that Docker Compose has. This is still a draft and still an open pull request for the project, and we will not do any more work until it is decided whether the upstream wants this or not. But I got an idea that maybe it would be cool to do something similar for the copr-cli command. So maybe let's try it and see if we can introduce some colors in there. There is no ticket for this and there is basically no request for this, but this seems really cool to me, and I actually never worked with I never worked with the coloring with the colored outputs in the command line, so besides this pull request and besides my prompt, so yeah, I want to try using the rich library a little and see what it is capable of, and I want to get familiar with it a little bit more. So yeah, let's do it. Let's try this. We will work only on like a simple one command, not more of them. So in case the rest of the team doesn't like it, we can just drop the pull request and whatever. So let's take a look, right? Since we are going to talk about copr, we need the copr project and CLI, so we need the copr-cli main.py, and this is a very long 2000 lines long script, so it's always fun to work with it, but it's kind of okay, because it is at least structured well. So that's that, and let's take a look how the output looks like. So if we go to copr, I hope there isn't anything. No, it's fine. So if we call copr command with, for example, we should probably use the config for our not dot files, config /copr docker, right? This one. So we don't do so I don't want to do experiments on the production copr instance, but rather my local instance running inside of Docker Compose. So we want to communicate with that. And if we do create, I don't know, frostix /test color 1 colors 1, and truth will be Fedora 43x 8664, right? So if we create a project like this, nothing is happening. So how does our, oh, for some reason my compose isn't running actually. The whole Docker daemon went down. What the hell? Docker compose nothing is running. It's, you know, upd. What happens now? I'm not sure why it failed. Was it killed? I have enough memory. Maybe we are half in. So maybe, I don't know, weird. Okay, we are creating this. We will need a command from my blog post how to develop copr, so it's called like this, and we need this command. So this command will kill the current front-end container, right? It will kill it and recreate it from this from configuration that is inside of this file, and it does only one thing, and that is it overrides the command that is going to be run in the terminal, in the container, with just bash, so that we can then run it manually and debug it manually. So I like to do that for my development. So if I do a psax, see, only bash is running, nothing else. So I copy paste this command, submit this, and now the server is running, so I can go to the copr instance and it is running locally from this server, so I can have debugger in it and so on. So now we should be able to, yep, so new project was successfully created, and this is the path. And I mean, we could, for example, color the URL. I guess. I want to take a look at builds actually. So if we do, instead of creating a new project, we could do build I guess it's like dist git, like this, I think, and then the name of the project and name of the package. So add. So that's incorrect. So maybe just name. Yup. By the way, the help is nicely colored since we are using since Fedora 43, which uses probably new, I don't know, some library, or maybe it's just basic Python. I don't know, but this happened on its own, not by us. And I think we could, for example, color the build ID here, or the URL, or something like that. Or we could be printing the state actually in a colored way. That would be really cool. So I don't know if we want to color the build ID actually, but we definitely want to color these, right? That would be a good start for the library, I think. It would be more complicated because this is being updated in a loop, so this may be more complicated to do, but yeah, this will be very good start, and this will be very convincing for the other team members to sell this feature to. So we are talking about watching build. So watching builds. So this is it, right? And here we have a lot of complicated code, which was written 10,000 years ago and nobody remembers it, because it works. So what's the, so it's build, number, and then status. So we need to find something. Yeah, this is it. So this is it. Build details.state and build ID. Fun. It's funny that the arguments are in an incorrect order, but I mean, yeah, it works. It's fine. So what if we try to, I don't remember how the API looked like, so maybe we can take a look at the pull request that we did previously. So we imported text. I think this will be the important import for us. Now, do we use text somewhere here? Text from markup. But what is weird is that there is no color. Restarting. So, oh, here, text from markup, and it uses the color like this, right? So, okay, let's borrow this line, put it here, and import the text like this. So, of course, I know we are inside of a function and loop and whatever, so this should be at top, but let's ignore that for the time being. Now, what happens if we do delete everything in this print and put it here like this, and we will say that text equals this, and we will do actually text from markup like this, open, close, and we don't do any other changes, so this should look the exact same way as previously, but it should still work. Nice, it works. Cool. By the way, very unfortunate thing testing this on submitting builds is that my computer is actually building all of those. So if we spam it too much, it will be a little bit hard for my PC. Anyway, we have the text from markup. So we know we can do something like green, right? So if we do, so state is, oh Jesus Christ, I will just reverse it, otherwise I would get insane. So like this, comma, and now it is in the correct order, right? So first one is the time, second one is the build, and then it is the state. So time, build, state, that's as expected, and this is better. So now we actually know that we can color the state with green / green, right? So if we run this again, nothing is happening. Why? Why? Let's put a debugger here, because I'm not entirely sure we are running the correct, oh, we are running the correct code. pp text. Okay, it even uses some formatting, so the text object was probably created just fine. Maybe we are only printing it wrong. I'm not sure. If we do print, do we actually print? What do we do with the text? So we no. Oh, we create text from markup. I mean, Python rich. At this point, it is probably easier to look at the documentation ourselves instead of trying to parse it from our previous code. So print, do we need to import print from rich? If we take a look at the here at the pull request, we don't actually. So which has the same signature as the built-in print function. So this is very useful because this is very useful, I think. So if we do this, kill debugger, run it again. So cannot access local variable print where it is not associated with value. What? What are you talking about, man? So should we, do we need to do console print actually? Okay. So console print this. So console print. Console is not defined. Of course, we need to do console like this. Okay, again, nice. We have colors now. That's good. That's actually very good. Let's close this. Now, we have two things that we need to care about right now. So we need to pick a proper color for the given state. So that's one thing. And we also need to add a parameter which would be something like no color or dash color, and use the coloring only if the coloring should be used. So we need to have an option to to allow users not use the coloring. I would actually start with picking the right color for the appropriate status. So I don't know if they have any like mapping or something like that. So I will probably just ask ChatGPT. I doubt they have it, so we will probably implement it, but I don't want to reinvent the wheel if they have it. So I want to use the rich Python library, and I want to conditionally, I want to match the right color for the right string. Is there a built-in support for this? Yes. Okay. So highlight the words. That's actually cool. That's actually cool. The thing is, it would be applied for this whole string, not only for this string. And in this very case, it's just okay. But I'm not sure if it is okay for let's probably implement it ourselves. This is too yeah. Let's implement it ourselves. I think it would be better. Let me probably open another tab here and what if we put it into some helpers, maybe printers? Maybe let's do helpers. Why not? So dev color is a status, and we will give it status. So status like this, and we will return. Can we return actually text from markup like this? And the text from markup, so let's do just status uncolored and return this. Like very easy stuff. Now if we import from copr-cli.helpers and we will import color is status, and can we just use this and color is status like this, and we need to also import the text here, right? Will this work? Invalid syntax for import, right? Forgot import. Sure. This seems to work, and it is not colorized. Sure, because we didn't actually put any color there. The thing I was trying to test is whether we can put text inside of another text, and maybe we can. So we will see right now. So we will do green / green, and we will put the status right in the middle, and nothing is happening. So did we fumble this or not? Let's do status here, and the status will equal to this, and we will put the status here. So nothing changed, right? Let's kill it. Shoot. I need to somehow disable this because it annoys the hell out of me. Again. And now what's inside of status? So status is pending green. So should this be green actually? I think it should, shouldn't it? Now what happens? What's inside of our text actually? So text. Can I compose text out of different text? Yes. Well, we are trying to do that, but so text, Actually, style, we can do style like this. And text append combined. Can it be inside of no, okay. Then append text. I don't like this very much. Build structured text, not markup. This is the best practice. I don't believe. So I really like the style here. So I could return something like this here, right? With the like status and green. So this would be really cool. This is nice, but we cannot put it here. So maybe we will just have to actually return only green / green and put the status here. Well, maybe have to do just this. So yeah, this works, and this is probably the best option for us. Okay, that's fine. So here it would be very nice to use pattern matching, but in Python, in functional languages, it would be really cool to use pattern matching here. We will probably use it as well, but it won't be as pretty. So we will do match status and put our cases here, right? So case, whatever is the case. So succeeded, I think. Pending. You know what? Let's do pending first. Let's do pending and say color equals whatever the color. We should match whatever is in the copr front end, and pending is, I think, blue. There should be a status description somewhere. Is it inside of monitor? No, I mean monitor for like here. So starting, running. I know somewhere is a table showing all the colors. So shoot, starting, let's open the build again, actually. Packages, maybe. If we open the package here, where the hell is it? That's just dumb. Here, this is it. This is it. So we have these colors. So is this blue? Is this blue or not? For me, as a guy, this is definitely blue, but I've been told I'm not good at recognizing colors. So, 'Let's do blue. 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 'Let Is it magenta or something like that? I don't freaking know. Let's do blue. Right, and we can do also running. So case running color equals this one. By the way, I just realized, is pattern matching available in old Pythons? It definitely is not, but you know what, let's do last case and do color equals, this is incorrect, color equals maybe default. I don't know if this is underline or just syntax highlight. Let's hope it is okay. And let's do 0 and 1 and 0, and this will be color status, right? We will run it and we will put the breakpoint away because it is annoying. So pending is blue, and it should switch to yeah, it shouldn't switch to anything actually, because I'm an idiot. So I don't know if orange is actually a color or if yellow needs to be the color. So maybe let's try this and see. Color, the rich API, limited to 16 colors. I would like to see the color list. Maybe the documentation would be good. Color systems. Printing, console protocol. Mark up. So this is the markup. If you write style C styles, if you want to disable, okay, so we maybe could do markup false and it will disable the coloring. So we could probably have a toggle on the argument that we wanted. Let me note this inside of from markup format. Oh, the syntax is a bit complicated here, but I guess this is fine. So we could have a argument, command line argument for the copr-cli, and we could toggle this markup to false and not print anything, right? I guess. Let me quickly, what color names can I use in accepts rich style strings, sure, named colors. So we have black, red, green, yellow, blue, magenta, cyan, white. So we could do yellow here. And we also want to do the succeeded case. Succeeded green. And I don't know if I didn't do any typo here. Yep, that's correct. So let's run this. Unexpected keyword argument markup. where did we put it? So looks reasonable to me. Oh, maybe it is the console print. I didn't pay close enough attention. So either here or here, I'm not sure, I don't remember. Let's try this again. So this seems okay. Okay, we are pending, which is blue. It may take some time because I probably spammed my computer with enough builds and it needs to process those existing ones. So we'll get back to this. However, I kind of like this pretty pattern matching here, but the problem is we need to support copr-cli on older systems. And the oldest one at this moment is probably rel 8. Maybe. Starting, by the way. So maybe rel 9, maybe rel 8. I'm not sure. The reach is not for Apple 8. So if it is, maybe we are screwed. So source RPMs copr-cli so looking at this, somebody did release this week and pushed the new version only for version in testing. Oh, that's cool, okay. However, there is no Apple 8 support for we need Apple 8 support for copr-cli, but there is no Apple 8 support for the Python rich library. But it is for 9, so maybe we can do some weird stuff to like ignore it on Apple 8, or we can stop releasing copr-cli for Apple 8. That's possible too. I'm not sure which one we want to do. By the way, see all the pretty colors here. That's really cool. Yeah, but we get to this place because we talked about the pattern matching. So what Python version is on Apple 9? What Python version is on Apple 9? We could run a container and take a look, but okay, so let's believe it's Python 3.13. What version Python match keyword operator was introduced? Please be higher, be lower. 3.10. So that's cool. So the pattern matching should be available in Apple 9. Okay. Stop talking to me. What Python version is in Apple 8? Okay, so on Apple 8 this will not work, but there is no Python rich library either, so we can not care and implement it like this because I like it this way. So by the way, other languages use pattern matching differently, and you could do, for example, like color equals and not do the color equals here and just like return the blue, and it's way more compact and beautiful. Python cannot do that, so we need to do this weird middle ground. It kind of sucks, honestly, but still a little bit better than if statements. I typically wrote this in before times as like map or dictionary, and it would be pending equals blue and running equals orange, and then I would basically get out of that dict, so that would be like status, right? And I would do return this. This is actually even better probably. Or I would do like color equals. So I would do this. Should we use that even if the pattern matching exists, since this is more concise? I think we probably should. We can put the default here, right? So our default is probably like the default uncolored line, right? So I guess we will use this even though the pattern matching exists. Anyway, so this is pending, this is running, is yellow, right? Yellow. And this line, so succeeded equals green, and we need to figure out the remaining colors. So we don't need this, we don't need this. So this is our states. So import. Why it doesn't work? I'm not saying anything. Importing. And let's do the same order they have here. So importing, pending, we have pending, starting, running, we have running, succeeded, forked, forked. Let's do forked even here, even though it cannot happen while submitting the build, but we may need the colorize status for other functions as well, so it would be useful to have that as well. Skipped, failed, cancelled is actually default, and waiting is actually default too. I mean, it's slightly colored here, but I guess we should do the default because the gray, I mean, yeah, the gray wouldn't be as readable in the command line. So let's do the default. So succeeded, cancelled, and also waiting. Now, importing is blue. Starting is yellow. Running, forked is green, skipped is green, failed is of course red, succeeded, cancelled, we talked is default, and waiting is waiting is default too. So yep, this is it. And if we run this again, so we have pending that was colored even before, but we should now get the colored starting and the rest of the states. So I'm curious about that. come on, this is so slow. Now, yep, running. It wasn't starting. How is it possible it wasn't starting? It switched maybe too fast? I don't know. But this seems to be showing colors actually just fine. You know what? Let's close this. Let's try again because I would really like to see the starting one. And we should probably submit some non-existing package to see the failure. But there is also yeah, like this. There is also other places where the status is showed, right? So if we do some build info or something like that, it should show us the information to the status name. So we can close this. I want to see. So this is running. Let's cancel it or not. No, this is the latest. So oh, it went to running again. So we didn't see the starting. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Anyway, what if we give me a sec? I need to read this. Okay. So we have maybe 20 minutes on this. What can we do? Yeah, I wanted to take a look where else the statuses are printed. So if we do, for example, this, it should show us help, right? So status, exactly this one. So we can do status and a build ID. So we can do this build ID. Bam, succeeded. Easy. So we can do the same kind of thing also there. Let's put the rich import here. Text console and colorize input helpers. We should put the import here. So like this, so the line is not too long, and color is a status. We should put it here, comma, delete the line. Cool. Colorize in status here. So this code is kind of okay, right? Let's do action status, and this is the status command that we are running here, and it just prints the name, the status name here. So easy, we can do the same kind of thing that we did before, but I don't remember, of course. So copr-cli color is so we can copy paste it from our previous code. So status equals colorize status. So we will do status build state. So colorize status build state like this, which is our status, and then we can do text from markup. And actually we can do this. which would be text. And then we could do console print. It is a bit annoying that we need to create the console and then console print, even for cases like this. So we will probably take a look if we can improve that. But this works. If we go to some other project, we want to see some failures. For example, here, so this. Yep. I like this. It looks beautiful, isn't it? So that's cool. Yeah, we should figure out if we can, like, console. Can we do console dot print here? Of course we can. Can we do it on a static, like this? Can we use a static method or not? We cannot. So we need to do this. That's a bit annoying. But the advantage is we could create the console somewhere. We could create the console somewhere once at the top of for the whole class and then reuse it. And we can then only play with the markup at one place, the markup toggle. So that's probably cool. So if we take this line, and does this have a constructor? So commands, yep, it has. So if we put self console equals this, and then we go back and do just self console print text, bam, it's there. If we go to console here and do markup equals false, so this doesn't do what I thought it would do. That's okay. That annoyed me a little. On the print method or the console constructor. Console markup is convenient, but you may wish to disable it if the syntax clashes with the string you want to print. Maybe that's... I understand it the way I'm using it, but you know what? Can I globally disable the Python rich coloring? That's not enough specific. So no color. So that would be it. No color. Oh, no color true. Okay, I'm idiot. Yeah. Okay. So this is exactly what we want. Console. And we will do the same also for our watch command. So self console print like this. So we can try it again on the, yeah, okay. Pending. Did we enabled it or disabled it? Console, no color true. Okay, so no color. Let's do false again. Cool. Yeah, that toggle works. Nice. I like this very much. I hope this will get passed because this is really cool. Now let me think. What else needs to be done? I think nothing. Git status, git checkout main, git checkout b. You know what? Let's stash git pull rebase, git checkout b rich colors, git stash pop here, and let's take a look what kind of code did we produce here. Oh yeah, of course there is something to do. We need to do the argument parser change. So cool. But this looks good, this looks good. Instead of this simple print, we have a bit more complication, but not that much. By the way, fixed the order, which was annoying as hell, so that's good. Here we have some unnecessary stuff. And like this was previously 2 lines, I think. And we added 1 more, so that's good enough. Yeah, using this is not complicated. Too complicated in comparison to just print, so that's cool. That's cool. So we can do this, the argument parser, the last thing. So we have the argument parser. Yeah, that's this, which is just disgusting. Like there is no other way of saying it. The argument parser is just disgusting. So we need to find setup parser. This is the main parser, and then there are like sub parsers for the subcommands. So this needs to be a global thing. This is, by the way, subcommand 2 subparsers. Actually, yeah. So we need to add it on this very level. And we should probably add a mutually exclusive group, color or no color. So Python arg parser mutually exclusive group. I know it's somewhere. Mutually exclusive group. This is it. So argument parser, yep, we have the group here. So we can do probably something like color group, or the other way around, because we use parser underscore something. So we should probably do group underscore something. So group color is mutually exclusive group. We add the arguments like this. By the way, isn't there? Yeah, I actually want this Boolean optional. Yeah, I want this actually. I want this. So this is easier than mutually exclusive group. If we do this, parser at argument foo, so this is color, action, argparse, boolean, optional. Okay, sounds reasonable to me. So if we do this, I guess I cannot do color at the end, because yeah, that's for the subcommands then. So we need to move the color to the same place where the config is. So color, and this works. By the way, let's test this on actually the status here, so that it's faster. So we do color like this, but we can do no color. of course it shows the color, but it doesn't fail. So this argument actually is okay. And now we need to just use it. So that's good. Should we write a description here? Probably not. Let's do it like this. And then constructor, right? The console equals. This is the line. So here, I hope. Oh, we don't have the arguments available here, I guess. So this is a little bit annoying. Where do we use this? So args config, arg func, arg. Oh, this is just beautiful. So, but this is the only, yeah, this is the only place where this is used. So it would be better if we passed the whole args there, but I don't want to re-architecture everything. So color, let's do colors equal args, args color, arc actually, arc color. So this is okay, but we need to define it here. Colors equals, let's do true by default. The default here is not, let's do true by default, but the default here is not a good place to do colors. No color equals, this is, should we call this no colors? I like colors actually, so this needs to be not colors. This doesn't look very good, but okay. So no color works, color works, good. The code is good. And if we don't use the argument, see, the default is false actually. So I want the default to be true, and this doesn't help, obviously, because when we are creating it, we are always specifying this. So the default there is not used. So we need to figure out the default for this. So action, let me wrap it like this, and do default equals true. And of course we want better looking quotes there. So again, now, without specifying color, it's colored. With specifying it's colored, and with no color it's not colored. So this is beautiful. This is it. So this is it. I like this. Okay, let's commit all of this. How does this look like? Yeah, I think that's fine. Cool, 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 and cool. Yeah, of course we need this. So a helper, shoot, helpers here. We need a doc string. So return markup, return colorized status in the rich markup. And we should probably link console markup is here. So we should link this, and that's good enough. So CLI show use colors colorize build status values, build statuses. I think this is good enough. So the support the Python rich library package is available for Apple 9 Plus. So for Apple 8 we would need to do some workaround. Git status. So git push this. And I want to do a screenshot of how does it look like actually, so we can convince them together. So let's do do we have the build somewhere so that we don't, oh yeah, we have it here, so screenshotter. So we can do something like this. They need to like this, right? Oh, the starting isn't rendered here. You didn't tell me, so let's do it again. Let's build something then. Build this git at without the right. So this is it. We should create the pull request in the meantime, and we can close all of this garbage. So create pull request, and let's write some comment. I was bored on a weekend and wanted to try the rich package. If you don't like this, we can drop it, no problem. But check this out. But it looks really cool though. Let's go. We want that build. By the way, starting is colored too. We didn't see that color previously because the starting state was always skipped and it was straight to the running. So yeah, okay, I have maybe 10 more minutes, so we need to wrap up, but yeah, this was really good. Nice. It's a screenshotter. We will take this piece, put it here, and that's our screenshot. So that's our screenshot. We want our image like this. Comment. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully my teammates will like this as well, so that we could do some more coloring inside of that code base. That would be really good. I would enjoy that so much. So hopefully they will like it, hopefully you liked it, and hopefully we can work on that next time as well. So fingers crossed, and see you next time. Bye bye.